All right, good morning, everyone. This is Jennifer Molina. I am so happy to be here today. I have the lovely Leah Rae Getts from Todd and Leah Rae Getts.com. Now, first, I just wanted to say congratulations on being selected as one of the top 40 to be featured in this first ever Virtual Attraction Marketing Summit. How are you, Leah?
Thank you so much, Jen. I'm doing awesome. We're humbled and excited about that the opportunity to be part of the summit, and happy to be here talking with you today. You caught me on a Sunday, so we just got home from church. So I'm rocking. Cats are kind of my thing. For anybody who doesn't know quite yet, but Sundays definitely are a hat day.
Yes,
for me.
Very fabulous, very fabulous. Now. We just met in October, and that was an awesome experience to actually get to meet you and Todd in person. And just, for folks who may not be familiar with you, you actually retired Todd from his six-figure job, and now both of you are working at home full-time, and you're able to spend all that precious time with your beautiful family on your 81-acre ranch out in rural Oklahoma. So,
yes. It was great to meet you in person finally.
Yes. Now, before I ask any questions related to the summit, can you just tell us briefly how you two met? And yes. When did you know that you had found the right person for you?
It was really funny. We met at a Christian rock festival. We ended up going with the same group of people, but had never met before. And it was like, tents and stuff, and like a big long weekend of concerts. And we ended up in the same group of folks. We met, definitely kind of hit it off that weekend. We started hanging out a little bit, and within 2 weeks when we started dating, we knew, just knew. And so we actually were engaged 6 months later, and we were married about a year after we first met. So
that's awesome. Music seems to be a universal language that connects a lot of people. That's an awesome story. I love it. And what I've really having met you and observed just right off the bat is that this perfect partnership that you have here in life with Todd, it's also evolved into a very, very powerful and successful business partnership. You do maybe have any kind of insight that you can give to couples out there who may be struggling in their business?
Right. I think it's been a huge blessing to be able to work together in our business, because I know we would not have gotten even halfway as far as fast as we did if we were each doing it separately. We have divided and conquered in our business, where he's taken a few things and become the specialist in those things. I've taken other things and become the specialist in those. And that allows us to narrow our focus and become masters at those things that we do. And there's things that he does that I could learn how to do, and I could get probably pretty good at them. But because I don't have to, I get even better at the stuff I'm already good at. So it's really allowed us to have a really focus our energy in. One thing for us is that we're always on the same page on where we're going, right? And we may have disagreements on the best way to get there, and we got to go through those, but we always have the same goal. And that has been huge for us. It's not always easy having your partner as your business partner, but it is very, very rewarding, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Being able to work together and work towards the same dream, and create that dream and show our kids what that's like, right? To have goals that you set in front of yourself and go accomplish them. And, you put your mind to something, you can make, pretty much anything happen. And to be able to raise our children in that environment is really exciting.
Wow, that is so awesome to hear that, striking a balance and identifying your strengths and weaknesses and running with those and just kind of just merging them and meshing them together. That is awesome, Leah. Awesome. Now, when you found out that you were going to be among the top 40, what went through your mind?
Yes. We were excited. We actually kind of got wind of it before we even really knew what it was. Brian reached out to us and said, hey, we want to feature you guys in something this fall. We're like, sweet. Okay, cool. That's awesome. We love the community. We love everything it stands for. We love serving the community because this attraction marketing online community that we are a part of is what has led to our success, right? It showed us everything. It got us on the right path. It laid out the path ahead of us that we could just get to work and implement. And so we love every chance that we get to serve this community because we know that there's people who are where we were, 2 years ago when we first got introduced to all this, and they're hungry, ready to be shown the way, and we'll get it done, and we'll change their lives. And so whenever we get the opportunity to give back like that, we love to. I think it's awesome. And when so we first heard it was like something, and we're like, oh, cool, awesome, sounds great. And then when we started seeing the lineup, we're like, wow, that's awesome.
It's like we've arrived. We've really arrived.
Yeah, to be a part of that group. And so we're really excited.
Well, I am so excited for both of you. And that is just amazing. When you mention the community, and I just think that you two are such servant leaders here within the profession of network marketing. And I know personally, I appreciate everything that you do bring to the community, to the family of other network marketers. So thank you so much for that. And you actually
love working with you and everyone else who's hungry and ready to go out there. This industry is amazing. And for those that want it, we love working with them. Folks that have that vision, that future set ahead of them, and they just need to take the steps to get there. And we love helping them take those steps.
That is just so awesome. And you actually answered my next question in your responses as what does it mean to you to be included here? And right. I can just see, in your face that you are just so humbled and grateful to continue to serve the community.
Right. It's really weird, to be, we're relatively new on the scene. We've been online for just over 2 years now, and have made pretty big waves in a short amount of time. And we still kind of if we forget ourselves, it's like we still, we're new, right? We forget all that we accomplished. We still feel we see some of these names up on this list, and they're the ones that mentored us, that we were like, wow, they're so cool. I wish I could be like them. And we look to them when we were just getting started. And to be included in part of that group is just, it's powerful. You're like, wow, okay, this is what it's all about, right? You start, I think there's even a quote that I'm going to butcher and paraphrase, but something about, you work until your idols or your mentors become your competition, right?
That's great.
And we're sort of getting to that realm, and I'm like, dang, guys, this is really possible. We've had, honestly, our success and stuff has probably come down to the fact that we're incredibly focused, right? We decide to do it, and we do it. We don't let life get in the way. We don't let ourselves get derailed, and we go for it, right? And so for anybody that is that laser focused on their goals, this is the perfect industry to be in, because you can do amazing things.
So incredible and inspiring. And you also bring up a good point, and I'm glad you mentioned it, because as the air seems to get a little bit different with how each level you and Todd progress and achieve and chase your dreams, making them happen, your mentors are now your competition. And it's the perfect thing that has really inspired me lately, is that I've learned about the law of association. Mm-hmm. And how that states you are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah. It's so powerful. And we talk about this all the time. it is an incredibly powerful force on your life. I remember when we were all kids and like your parents would be like, hey, who are you hanging around with that kid? He's not a good kid. We're all like, doesn't matter. He's just a friend, that it's like, no, it is real. The power of association is so, so strong. And I'm sure that's been a really strong part of our success is the fact that we're kind of isolated out in the boonies. And we've been able to just dive into this world, right? To dive in and go, just really be a part of this whole online world, online community of successful marketers. And that has allowed us to, if we had, I don't know, if we had all this other stuff going on, it kind of drowns that out. But being able to just, focus in on it and make it happen, it makes it so much more real and tangible. And being around those people is so strong. I mean, you hang
Absolutely.
around people with no dreams, no hopes, no goals. You're not going to go very far.
That's
right?
very, very true. Do you have a 5, Leah? Who are your 5?
Let me think. So Todd would be 1. Biggest one, but definitely I've got. Mark Harbert would probably be one of those. Carla Silver, Romasio Fulcher, and probably Saul K.
Wow.
So I think those would be my 5.
Those are some very, very successful heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And leaders. They just exude everything that you would aspire, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you can just see that light in their eyes and feel their passion.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
It's great to be working with each of them in some way, shape, or form. But it's great to call them friends, right? To really be friends and to have that personal connection. And once guys, you gotta work your tail off. You gotta earn mentorship, right? In this industry, people, your upline, that kind of thing. You gotta show them you're gonna work. You gotta show them that you're coachable. You gotta put your feet to the pavement. Let your feet do the talking, right? And when you've earned that mentorship, and you get into the inner circle with people, that's awesome, right? Because not only are they able to help you grow and help you grow in your business, but your whole concept and how you start thinking changes, right? Like Romasio, I never thought about making over, $300,000 in a month. That was not even in my thought process, right? And to see that, it's like, oh, dang. Yeah. Oh, we could do that. Oh yeah, we could do that. Right. Once your mind shifts, right. And it gets opened up and stretched. And what I like too, is that the diversity of our 5, right. From people who are just, Facebook prospectors to people who, kind of came up in the same community that we came up in, and have, and are just further along and can help us go faster, to folks who kind of came up on their own. And have a very different viewpoint to even, old school offline folks, right? And so to have a diversity in that is really helpful as well, because it keeps us from being in an echo chamber of people who are just like us, right? We want to continue to grow personally and professionally, and so keeping that 5 very diverse is really helpful for that.
That's awesome, Leah. And thank you so much. You and Todd have actually, been one of my biggest mentors and instrumental in my development and growth as a professional network marketer. So thank you for that and taking out some time from your day to speak with me. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Pleasure to talk with you this Sunday afternoon.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at the summit.
Yes.
Yes. All right. That's going to wrap up our interview with Leah Rae Getts. And I'm going to, like I said, see you on the summit, and have a great day.